my eldest daughter, Danielle, who's going to be 14 years old next month in October, requested me to buy her an iPhone for her birthday. And I was like, what? Why do you need an iPhone for your birthday? Don't you think that there's an issue with the new generation and iPhone?
No, mommy, it's you. It's just you. It's your personal opinion.
It's not a personal opinion.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
It's good to express yourself. It's good to have those conversations, because if you don't, I will not know. I know you find it difficult to express the way you feel. Parenting is hard because you do something, you not think about it deeply, and before you know, you are hurting your first child because you feel like what you did to her is not the same thing that you did to the second one. No, mommy and daddy can afford all these things because they work hard in school.
Oh my gosh, we already know that.
No. I will always say it to you. I will repeat and repeat myself. It's because I work hard in school. Your daddy work hard in school. We have good jobs. That's why you are going out. You are going out. You don't work hard in school. You will not have money for all this lifestyle. See. Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel, welcome to Le Petit Plat de Tati. Big disclaimer here, I'm really sorry but this video is going to be in English. If you are a French subscriber, you only speak French, you don't understand English, I'm really sorry. I'll try to put a translation at the bottom for you, but this video is going to be in English. I didn't plan to make this video at all. Today is Sunday. We went to church. We had a good worship, a good time with God. We just came back from church. If you have been following me for a very long time, you know that the tradition at Tati house is after church, we go to Lidl to get bakery, and then after bakery, we go home, we eat, we bake, we make a traditional meal, and I do the girls' hair. So as usual, today after church, we went to Lidl, and on our way to Lidl, I started having a conversation with my girls about iPhone, because my eldest daughter, Danielle, who's going to be 14 years old next month in October, requested me to buy her an iPhone for her birthday. And I was like, what? Why do you need an iPhone for your birthday? You have a perfect working phone. There's no reason for me to buy you an iPhone. Do you want an iPhone because you think is a flex to have an iPhone? What do you think you deserve an iPhone? Why should I buy your iPhone when you have a phone that's working perfectly? And she was like, no, I was thinking that you should buy me an iPhone because Gabrielle, which is my second child, is 10 years old, and I know you are planning to buy her a phone. So I was thinking you could give her my phone. I think she got a Samsung. You can give her my phone, and then you buy me a new phone, because this is what we always do. For my first phone, you give me daddy old phone, so I don't see the reason why you should buy Gabrielle a new phone. You can give her my phone and you buy me an iPhone. And I was like, no, you're not getting an iPhone at all. There's no reason why you should get an iPhone. You are just 14 years old. Why should I buy you an iPhone? What do you need an iPhone for? You have a perfectly working phone. So there's no reason why I should buy you an iPhone. If you want an iPhone, you go and work, earn your money, and buy an iPhone with your own money. As for me, your mommy, I'm not going to buy you an iPhone. The reason why I react like this is because I was like, why does she need an iPhone? I told that maybe she need an iPhone because she feel like she's getting old. She wants to be flex, she wants to show off like I'm having an iPhone, because I feel like this kid these days, they define themselves with what they have, what they possess, and this is really not how I want to raise my kid. I don't want to raise my kid thinking that is what they have that define their worth. I don't want my kid to think that is what they possess that define their worth. I want my girls to grow up and know that they are worthy just by being who they are. It's not because they're driving the latest car. It's not because they're having the latest phone. It's not because they live in the mansion that they are worthy. I want them to value who they are because of who they are, or what they have in their brain, or what they can bring onto the table, because they are hardworking, because they are inspiring, not because they have expensive stuff. So when she asked me for iPhone, in my head, the whole thing just saying, there you go, she has started. She's turning 14 and she's bringing me the whole iPhone thing. Before I know, tomorrow she'll ask me for Gucci bag. And I was asking myself, where is this coming from? Because this is not how I raise her. I know my elder daughter, I should thank God for her life. Danielle is really helpful. Like, she's like a second mom in the house. She helped me with a lot of stuff. She's really responsible. Up to now, I must admit she has been a very good daughter. When grandma was here, she was very supportive of grandma. Even me, sometimes I was losing faith. Sometimes I was tired. I wanted to give up, but she didn't give up. She was always there for her grandma. Even though sometimes she has to, what she has to deal with grandma was not easy, but she didn't give up on her. When I look at my elders and I see how I saw how she looked after her mom, I felt comfortable because I tell myself, if I'm sick tomorrow, I know she'll be there for me, okay? She's very responsible. She's not the showing off type. She knows her wealth. She well built. I believe I brought her up very well. So when she asked me for an iPhone, the whole thing just scattered my head. Like, why did she need iPhone for? As she started this trend of, I'm driving, I'm having an iPhone, I'm wearing a Gucci bag. Where is this coming from? So I was so mad, and I just said, you're not going to have an iPhone. If you want an iPhone, you go and work. And she even told me, but mommy, how can I work? I'm just 14. I said, oh, so you are 14. You are 14, but you want an iPhone. You are 14, but you want an iPhone. You want an iPhone, you go and work. But today, when we finish church, after church, usually in the car, we start having a conversation. We start having a conversation about iPhone. And I asked her again, why did you ask for the iPhone? Because since you asked me about that iPhone, it has been hanging on my head. Like, where is this coming from? Is it some kind of low esteem? Is it because you want to flex in the middle of the is it because you want to flex? Is it because you feel like when you have an iPhone you look more cool, you look more involved? Where is this coming from? And we start having those conversations. So I'm gonna insert here on the video the conversation I had with my kid. Don't you think that there's an issue with the new generation and iPhone?
No, mommy, it's you. It's just you. It's your personal opinion.
It's not a personal opinion.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
It's
Wait,
not.
just
Wait.
like iPhones, and that's why.
No, I don't have issue with iPhone, but I don't understand why are young generations so obsessed with iPhone.
I wasn't obsessed. She wasn't.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the fact in general, yeah? You have phones, but most of kids want the brand iPhone. Why?
No. It's aesthetically pleasing.
Aesthetically pleasing? You mean the way the phone looks like?
Yeah.
iPhone looks nicer than, for example, it could be anything, Samsung or Huawei.
What do you mean?
Especially like the pink one. It looks pretty.
There's some Samsung will look nicer than the iPhone. iPhone is only iPhone is the brand. It's the
Daddy, why are
brand.
you defending?
Wait. Everybody is giving their own opinion here. We are not accusing anybody. We're just having a conversation.
Defending, but he looks
No,
like
he himself is an iPhone guy. I just want to.
Why did you get iPhone?
I use iPhone because I don't know how to use. I don't know how to use Android phone. That's why I get iPhone. I don't know how to use Android phone.
But
Even mommy knows.
iPhone is so.
it should. He doesn't know how to
I don't
use
know how to
Android
use Android
because he
phone.
has been using
I've been using iPhone for a long time.
But my issue is, guys, seriously, I'm speaking to you, the young generation. I feel like when you have a phone but you don't have an iPhone, it's like you have less of the phone.
No,
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I was asking you just because I wanted one, and I was getting older. That's literally it. And she thought that because
You are getting.
Mommy.
Gabrielle, let us speak. You wanted it because why do you want an iPhone?
Because number one, I'm getting older, and number two, it'll make both of us happy. That's why I was thinking about it, and that's why I only asked now.
But Danielle,
You're getting older.
Yes.
What do you mean? What's the Gabrielle? Wait, what's the relationship between the fact that you get older and
the iPhone?
And iPhone? I'm just trying to get to the point. You have a phone, which is perfectly fine, right?
Exactly. That's the exact point.
It's working fine. Do you have any issue with your phone?
That's my point.
What's your point?
That my phone is perfectly fine.
So why do you need a new phone and why iPhone? Because you say because you are getting old. What's the relationship between the fact that you get old and the brand iPhone? I'm really trying to get. Just because you want iPhone, right? Yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying. There's an issue with the new generation. I feel like
I'm really bad at wording things as well. You guys already know that.
It's okay, Danielle. We're not accusing you. Gabrielle, you speak.
Mommy, when Danielle knows when I get to Gabrielle's age, I will have an iPhone.
Yeah,
Ça
that's
a
also one
commencé.
of the things as well.
Gabrielle, what do you think the new generation want iPhone?
I don't really think they want it. I think they want it because it's more aesthetic and stuff. Especially like the pink ones, they're really pretty. But I don't think they want like the newest
No, I don't
one.
want the iPhone 16
Wait,
or the 14.
they don't want
or
like
any
the
of that.
newest
Those are
one.
ugly.
They want like the iPhone 10, 11, and 12 and
They are
stuff.
left on
But they're not the newest, like the new 15 or like 16 or something. Because like you can like a phone can be fine, but the outside of it is pretty, and that's why it draws your attention. Not just because of it's a brand. If iPhone was not popular, people probably would still actually like it, and that's the reason why iPhone got popular.
So you think people like iPhone better because it looks better?
Yes.
Are you serious? Well,
Yeah,
I've got a Samsung Extra. My phone looks really nice. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it looks nice to your pleasing, but
'cause it's
other
your
people
opinion.
might not want
Other
like
people
like
won't
it.
like that.
How do you even say that a phone look nice? It's just the coke that you put on the top because the fact that it has three thingy at the back. What's nice
No,
about
Mummy,
the iPhone? It's a square.
Mummy, people like it because of the outside and how it can look and like different colours of it. But Mummy, you are saying you don't really mind the outside of the phone because you are a YouTuber and you don't really mind them kind of
As
stuff.
long
You
as your
mind a camera
thing is good,
and
then you don't
storage.
care. That's why.
But
Everybody, look at this.
so you think for you, Gabrielle, the young generation like iPhone because it's aesthetically pleasing?
Yeah, because that's the first reason why iPhone got popular. If it was, it's not even a matter about like the outside of it, the inside of it, only because it has a good camera and like it's not laggy. But the outside is actually what draw the people's attention and why they actually like it, and that's why it got popular.
Because I can definitely say in terms of camera, Samsung is much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, Samsung is much better. It has
Yeah,
improved.
because it's because it's improving. It's the newer versions that are the better ones.
No, Daddy had the latest iPhone. I had the latest Samsung. He rather film with my phone. Definitely Samsung. If you go, you do the research in terms of camera. Samsung is best.
Yeah, the
but
newer version.
but for you, for
newer
Gabrielle,
version.
is aesthetically pleasing. For Danielle, she think the more you get old, you should.
Mommy,
It's a
also-
more like
Mommy,
mature-ish
also
one.
because
Like
I
it's
think
just it's aesthetically pleasing for everything. The camera thing is aesthetically pleasing. The look of it is aesthetically pleasing. The emojis are all aesthetically pleasing. Everything about iPhones is aesthetically pleasing. That's
Mummy.
why.
Mommy, also I feel like when Danielle said I'm getting older, she doesn't mean like just about age. I think she meant because she's getting more responsible and she's like the second mother in the house. Like if I was telling Danielle, do my hair please, she would do it because like she can't really say no. Or if I said, Danielle, can you come outside with me and do something with me? She'll say yeah. So like she's the second mother, she feel like all that responsibility should build up to something, and she wants to like reward herself to having a new iPhone, so that like she like knows that build up was not just for nothing. I know it's for like when she gets children and stuff, but like also I feel like she like deserves it, and it's not just because she's being bratty and like of new generation.
Oh
Consuelo,
my God!
Consuelo.
Oh yeah. I always say this girl. You're gonna either be seriously, Gabrielle. I declared that in your life. I remember when you were small, you were 2 years old. I was taking your sister to school, and the whole neighborhood used to call you Mrs. Counselor. I won't be surprised. This girl is gonna work. No, seriously, your ability to defend your cause, like the way you speak, the way you right now, you actually convinced me to buy your sister iPhone. You know, from what you just said.
And also the reason why I asked that in that moment, because iPhone has been like, oh yeah, because I guess everyone like most of the time for it because like I didn't really need it, but now that Gabrielle's getting older, this isn't my thing, don't like shout at me for it, but now that Gabrielle's getting older and now that she's gonna get a phone soon, I thought it would be better if she got a hand-me-down too, because that's what that's what I experienced my whole time, hand-me-downs. So I wanted us to both be like happy. It's like both of us. So she gets a nice working phone. That's why I'm asking a nice phone, and then also I get a new phone too, so we both get phones, and that's why I was just asking because in that moment, or else I would have asked ever since, because if I wanted to just get the phone because of the aesthetics and all that, then I would have asked you for it ages ago.
Okay. I'm just, you know what, I'm worried about this thing. I'm just trying to make sure that you don't want to get iPhone
No.
just because of your peer pressure. Like everybody around you's having iPhone is what is on vogue, and then you feel like you want to follow the mass. It's not because of others, it's because you because it's not the first time you ask for iPhone, right? You always ask for iPhone.
I have not always asked for iPhone.
Even when you were small, I remember the first phone you had was actually iPhone, was your daddy's eldest iPhone. So maybe, so I just want to make sure that
So
you don't want the iPhone because you want to be in vogue. Like,
I don't care if I'm in vogue or not.
you don't care really.
No, that's not. That's why it really annoyed me that day, because you were saying how you didn't want to whatever, my rich whatever. You said something about like how you didn't want to be the reason why you didn't want to pay for my like rich wantings or whatnot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't want to be exactly. I don't want to be kind of encourage you to feel like your worth is based on what you have. It's not because you have an iPhone.
I've never cared about any of that, so that's what really annoyed me, because you like put something on me that I never actually really even cared about.
I didn't just put it on you. I express the way I feel, because that's what most kids does. They think because they have the latest iPhone, that means they are popular. That means they are cool. They are flexing and all that. I don't want my kid to think that their worth is based on what they possess. You're worthy no matter what you have.
The new versions of everything then. I don't care about what.
You just want iPhone. You don't care if it's a
brand things or anything. What brand things do I even ask you for, except from shoes?
I know you don't care.
Exactly.
And I just wanted to make
That's
sure
why
that
it
we are
annoyed me,
still.
because I don't care about that stuff, and I wouldn't want Gabrielle. I'm not saying this because like whatever, but like I don't want Gabrielle for her first phone to get a brand new one, because that would annoy me too, because like I've had thingies, hand-me-downs the whole time, and Gabrielle gets a new phone for her first phone, that would annoy me.
Yeah, because if I was the eldest child, well, like, I'm the middle child and I do complain a lot. But, like, or if I was the eldest child and I'm the one that's, like, the most responsible, and I kept on getting hand-me-downs, and then, like, your younger siblings, like, both of them are probably going to get a new phone, even though they probably wasn't the most responsible at times.
It's a good thing you're having this conversation. So if I actually went for Christmas, let's say finally I decide to buy your sister a phone, and I'll go and buy her a cheap phone, let's say £50, and I give it to her, but it's brand new,
Yeah.
you will feel.
I don't care about the money. It's just the fact that it's brand new and it's her first phone.
You will not feel happy about it.
I'll be happy for her because she's getting a phone, but I'll be like a bit like annoyed.
Because you growing up, you always have a hand.
Yeah.
People always had old phone to you until this one, which was the new one.
And yeah.
No, you had a new one, another one, the one that Tom Yuyan gave you.
And that one got broken by her.
But you got a new phone.
Okay, but it got broken by someone that wasn't even me.
Okay, no, but it's not the first one anyway. That's really deep conversation, you know. Parenting is hard. Parenting is really, really, really hard. But like you said, it's good we had that conversation, because I've been thinking about this iPhone since. I'm like, why is she want iPhone? I just wanted to make sure that it's not because you know the way I'm trying to brought you up, guys, is by teaching you principle. What really matters in life is not what you have, what you possess, that describe who you are. You should not define yourself but the car you drive, the phone you have, the bags you have. That doesn't mean I don't like good things. I like good things. I like good cars, yeah? I like expensive bags, but it does not define me. I could be driving the latest car and I will be as much as happy if I drive the oldest car, because I know my worth. And then I was just trying to make sure that the fact that you want an iPhone is not because you're trying to follow the crowd, because you feel like because you have a Samsung, you're not stylish, you're not flexy. Thank you for all the conversation we had. Thank you for Mrs. Counselor Gabrielle. She explained it really, like the explanation she gave about you being the second mom actually makes sense. And I didn't know that she would feel bad if I buy her sister a phone that is brand new. That's something I just learned now. Because this is how sometimes parenting is hard. Because you do something, you not think about it deeply, and before you know, you are hurting your first child because you feel like what you did to her is not the same thing that you did to the second one. Parenting is really hard. But again, it's good to express yourself. It's good to have those conversations, because if you don't, I will not know. I know you find it difficult to express the way you feel. Gabrielle, definitely, she Mrs. Counselor. That one, she can defend the cause of anybody. You know what? Can you clap down the comment section? This girl applied for council position in school. Her speech was amazing. I will see if I can insert the video of the speech somewhere here. Her speech was amazing. I always knew she has the ability to fight causes. She has the ability to fight for what she wants. She went for it, and she got it, Mrs. Counselor.
Mommy, after that, if Danielle gets a new iPhone, she can put the stuff, like her stuff in her iPhone, then I can reset the phone.
Yeah, that's what I
And
was
Mummy,
thinking.
for Christmas, if I get Danielle's hand-me-down, all you have to give me is a pink phone case and a phone charm.
So
And
you
then I'll
guys,
decorate it and act like it's a new phone.
So then it'll be good
So-
for all of us.
so Daddy, did you hear all that? They are giving you Christmas idea. Hand down, iPhone.
Yeah.
So Daniel, it doesn't matter what iPhone it is. You just want an iPhone. It doesn't have to be 16.
11, please.
What does it need to be 11?
Because
I
that
just
that
want
one's the
11. That's
least
like the
expensive.
least. That's like the
And it's good.
basic one.
Why, Mr. Husband, did you hear your daughters?
Because the rest are like too old.
And Mummy, Mummy,
So what's your thought, Daddy? What do you think about all this conversation? What do you think? After
I've heard.
And what do you think after giving all this
I've
explanation?
heard.
And what is your thought about it?
I thought I can't say anything right now.
yeah, because it's gonna leak the Christmas gift, Mummy.
No.
I can't say anything right now.
Because you need to
I've heard.
strategically thinking.
Yeah, he needs to strategically
Don't
thinking
show out.
to not give away the Christmas gift.
So, Mikael, this one has been begging me to buy her sister iPhone. Do you think your sister Danielle should have an iPhone?
Yeah, and Gabrielle.
Both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And you? When are you gonna have your own iPhone?
When I'm Gabrielle's age.
There you go. You're all sorted. Okay.
Mummy,
Church is finished. Let's go and get the bakery. We are actually little.
Mummy, Gabriel's been
Mummy.
wanting to speak for
Yeah, go on in.
Mummy, since that I'm gonna probably have a hand-me-down and get like the accessories for it, then my next big Christmas gift is Ugg trainers,
They're so,
Uh,
Gabriel, they don't match anything though.
Adidas Sambas.
Oh, that makes
Oh, not Ugg trainers, Adidas Sambas.
Adidas what?
She wants sambas.
What sambas?
It's a type of shoe.
Adidas Sambas.
En tout cas, toutes ces choses-là, c'est bien. But you know, mommy and daddy can afford all these things because they work hard in
I
school.
know.
Oh my gosh, we already know that.
No. I will always say it to you. I will repeat and repeat myself. It's because I work hard in school. Your daddy work hard in school. We have good jobs. That's why you are going out. You are going out. Look at this. They went out. You don't work hard in school. You will not have money for all this lifestyle. See.
Regardez-vous les enfants de ça derrière.
What comes out of those conversations we had with the girls today is that the reason Danielle want to have an iPhone, like this daughter, the sister really explained, is because it's not because she wants to flex. It's not because she thinks that what she has define who she is. And that really gave me a peace of mind to know that the reason why she want to get an iPhone is not because she want to flex. It's just because she like the look of it. It's because she there's a lot of things that she thinks she can do with it. And also what came out of this discussion is that if I buy her sister a new phone, she will be very upset. I don't know if you realized when she was talking, she was crying a little bit. She will be very upset because she will feel like when it was her, I gave her an old phone. So why would I buy her sister a new phone for her first phone? I didn't know that. Like, this is what I say. Parenting is really difficult. Parenting is really hard. How do you find balance between raising 3 kids? How do you find balance between how do you find balance as parents while you are raising kids without making one feeling less than the other one? She said that if I buy her sister a new phone, she will be very upset. She will be happy for the sister because she has a phone, but she will feel some kind because when it was her turn, her first phone was an old phone that the daddy used to have. Why would the sister get a first phone that is brand new? So even if I buy her sister a first phone, which is like £50, cheap one, it doesn't really matter because she wants the sister to have an old phone, just the way she had an old phone for her first phone. You see, I didn't know that. I didn't know that was an issue for her. Again, having those conversations with your kid is really important. It's really difficult as parents to raise your kids without one of them feeling some kind. The other day, again, I was having that conversation with them. I was like, Danielle would tell me, oh, if it was Gabrielle, you wouldn't have done that. Gabrielle would tell me, oh, if it was Danielle, you wouldn't have done that. And no, even Mikael, when she'll grow, she'll have this same kind of thing. And I told her, you know what, at the end of the day, I'm just a human being. I'm trying my best here. You're not expecting me to do 100% what I did for Danielle, 100% I'm going to do the same thing for Mikael or Gabrielle. You are all different. When I had Danielle, my first daughter, me and my husband just came out. We just came out of university. The money was no money. There was no money. We were struggling. So obviously with Danielle, I didn't used to give her a very, like, the other day she told me that when she was at school and they used to take pictures there, I will not buy the picture. I will not print it out. I will just cut it off and save it somewhere. But for Gabrielle and Mikael, I always buy them. And I explained to her, I said, Danielle, I always told you that when I had you, me and daddy were just students. Yeah. Money was rare. We didn't have much. So we tried as much as we could. Now I can afford to print pictures for your sister. So I will do it. If I didn't do it for you, that doesn't mean that I didn't love you. I didn't value the picture. It's just that at that time, it was either I print the picture, I spent £25 to print the picture, or I saved that £25 to put food on the table for 2 days. So you need to understand those things. What is good with communication is that when I explain that to her, she understands. Yeah. But you need to have this kind of conversation. So all this is to say that parenting is really hard. It's really hard to find the balance between your kids without making one feeling like they are less worthy than the other one. And also, having a conversation with your children will help you understand the reason why they are doing things and why they are acting some kind of way. Personally, as a mom, I was really angry. I was very frustrated with this iPhone thing. Not because of the iPhone. Don't get me wrong. My issue here is not buying the iPhone or the cost of the iPhone, because like she said, it's not like she wants the 16 or the 15 or the latest iPhone. My issue here was the reason behind why she wants to have an iPhone. And that was the thing that was really bothering me. Like, did she want an iPhone because she feel like the iPhone will make her more worthy? Does she want an iPhone because she wants to flex that she has an iPhone? What is the reason behind her wanting an iPhone? And that's what I was really bothered about. But after having those conversations, I realized that the reason she wanted to have an iPhone is just because she liked the iPhone and she feel like she's getting more responsible and she can look after it. And then it's kind of a reward for her for being there for the kid, for being the second mom of the house. It has nothing to do with the fact that she wants to flex. It has nothing to do with the fact that she feel like she's more worthy because she's have an iPhone. And that really gave me peace of mind as a mother, and reassure me that I'm on right path. Also, from this conversation, I understand that the thing I have to be very careful with everything that I would do with my second child or my last one, because whatever I do with Gabrielle, I have to more or less try to do the same thing for Mika. Whatever I used to do for Danielle, I have to try more or less do the same thing for Gabrielle, because if I don't, Danielle would feel like she didn't get as much as the other one are getting. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Or if at some point the gap is too big, it will be or if at some point the gap between what I did for her or what I'm doing for the sister is too big, it's important for me to sit her down and explain the reason why. All this to say that parenting is really hard. I have 3 girls. 3 of them came out of my own tummy. But they are 3 different characters. 3 different characters. Danielle, my first one, is the type that will not express herself. She found it very difficult to place words on her feeling. She found it very difficult to defend her cause. She found it very difficult to explain the reason why. She just keep it inside her. So I know with her, I need to speak a lot. And even when I speak with her, I need to be careful with the word I use because she get things mixed up in her brain. And because she doesn't know how to express herself, the whole thing just mingling in her brain. So Danielle had to be very technical. I even need to speak to God and to the Holy Spirit before I go and have a conversation with her, because communication is key with her. Gabrielle, she's very outspoken. She's me. Gabrielle is 100% me. Danielle is 100% her dad. Gabrielle is me. She's very outspoken. She fights for what she wants. She asks for what she wants. She can put word in everything she wants. She's not afraid to express her opinion. Even if it's popular or unpopular, she doesn't care. As long as she's saying what she wants. If she wants something, she will fight for it. She will ask for it. She will react for it. She fights. Gabrielle is me. She's exactly me. When I see Gabrielle, I see me in her. That girl, last week, when we came back from holiday, the first week of school, it was election day. There was council position and there was school mistress or something like that. She won for when Gabrielle was small, she was just 2 years old, and I used to take her sisters to school, and I would take her sisters to school with her. Everybody in the neighborhood used to call her Mrs. Counselor. Everybody in the neighborhood used to call her Mrs. Counselor. In Danielle's school, she was not even going to school yet, but she was so popular. All the teachers knew her. All Danielle's friends knew her. Everybody knew her. This is just how easy for her to attract people, to speak to people. She was just 2 years old. And this year, she applied for school counseling. She came to me and said, "Mommy, I'm going to apply for the school counseling." I said, "Oh, really? What's the reason you want to apply for school counseling?" She said, "I feel like there's a lot I can bring to the table. There's a lot of things that we need as kids. For example, we don't have this, we don't have that. And I feel like I can fight for it." I'm like, wow, Gabrielle. I wasn't really surprised because I know my daughter. I know she's the type that if she feel like this is what I need and this is what we need, she will fight. She will give her 100%. I'm like, okay, my daughter, if you want to apply for school counseling, go for it, pray for it, write your speech, and we'll talk about it. So she wrote her speech and she did a presentation to us the day before she was supposed to go to school and give her speech. The speech was beautiful. It was really short, but it was very touching. We worked a little bit on the expression, the body language, and all that. And then she went to school. She presented her speech, and at the end of the day, I'll try to put pictures I'll try to put videos of the speech somewhere here, and I'll try to put a reaction somewhere here, because I always document everything about my life. Some of them I share, some of them I keep it to myself, because I believe times fly. And it's always good to look back at those videos. Today, sometimes when I'm sitting there and I look back at videos back in 2015, it brings me so much joy. That's why I always take video of everything. So she went to school, she did the speech, and at the end of the day, she got the position of school counselor. She came to me the night. I was like, "How did you go?" I was so worried not worried, but I was a bit, scared as a mom, because I know she wanted it so much. She worked so hard on that speech. Every night when we finish eating, while the sisters are playing and all that, Gabrielle will be on her bed writing her speech, cutting this, adding this, cutting this, adding it. I can tell that she really wanted it, and she worked so hard for it. So I was a bit like, oh, if she doesn't get it, she might be a bit disappointed, but it's okay. So when she came back from school, I was like, "How did you go?" She told me, "Oh, I didn't get it." I was like, it's okay. I got it. I was so happy for her. I was so happy for her. But again, I wasn't surprised because Gabrielle is outspoken. She's that type of child that would tell what she wants. She will make it loud. She was, and she knows how to defend her cause. I always say Gabrielle will not be the one that will work in front of the computer. No, Danielle is the engineering one. She's the brain. Danielle is the brain. Definitely, my first child, she's the brain. She's the brain. She know how to solve problems. She's very mathematic, engineering. Like, I remember when she was on her first year nursery or year one, she built a hoover out of the cardboard box. A hoover. So she's the brain. Gabrielle, she might not be brainy, like she doesn't have the brain. Like me, I'm not really, you will not classify me into the clever one. But I'm very wise. Yeah. Gabrielle is maybe not clever. She is clever, but not that clever like Danielle. But she's wise. She's very, she has a lot of other things together that make big things. So she applied for the school counselor position. She made her speech. It was really touching. And she got the maximum vote. And she's now a school counselor. I'm not surprised. And the day after she was elected school counselor, she came to me and she said, "Oh, mommy, I'm working on this project because in school we don't have la balançoire. Comment on dit ça en anglais? Swing. The swing that we have is broken. And my first mission in school is to see how I can raise funds so that we can buy a new swing for everybody because we miss it and we all want it." I said, "Oh, wow, really? How do you think you're going to raise funds for the swing then?" And she was like, "Oh, I was thinking about speaking to the head teacher. Maybe we can do every Friday. It's going to be own school day. And if you come to school with your own, because here in the UK we wear uniform. And sometimes when they want to raise funds, they do own school. Sometimes it's on Friday. They say you come to school with your own uniform, with your own clothes, but you bring £1 or £2. Or I can do a cake collection. So on Friday you come with your own clothes and you bring a cake, and at the end of the day we sell the cake, we raise some fun." I'm like, wow, well done, Gabrielle. May God be with you. So I was saying, Gabrielle is outspoken. She will say what she feels. She will express what she feels. She can put words on her feelings. She's not scared of anybody. She can speak in front of the queen, in front of the mass. She's not scared. She's me. Danielle is the dad. My husband is like that. If you shout at my husband, you're not going to get anywhere with it. If you have an issue, don't come and shout to his brain. Don't shout. He can't stand it. My husband is very quiet. You just need to wait, go and talk to him. When you talk to him, he will listen to you. If he did something wrong, he will apologize and he will change, try his best to change for the future. But if you just start shouting, no, you're so dry, no. Yeah, just make things worse. The guy will not be with you. It's just like my daughter. You need to find words. You need to be able to talk to him in a very polite, quiet manner, and then definitely he will understand what you're saying. Mikael, she's still small, but I can tell Mikael is a mixture of both. Mikael is me and daddy. She has that outspoken mind that I have, and also she doesn't like when you scream too much. She like that when you explain things to her. So what I want to get out of this video is that parenting is really hard. Parenting is something that you never stop learning. But for me, as a mom of 3, I can tell that parenting differs from kid to kid. The way I parenting, the way I as a mom of 3, I can tell parenting differs from one kid to the other one. The way I deal with Danielle is different from the way I deal with Gabrielle, is different from the way I deal with Mikael, because with time I'll try to understand each other and learn each other and then adapt myself. But also, you might be doing all that as a parent. You think you are doing better, but sometimes you are still not getting it right. That's why it's really important as parents to have conversation with your children. It's really important as a parent to have those conversations with your children, to speak about things instead of just you staying there and thinking like, I am a parent, I know better than anybody. What I say stays and what I decide stays. it's good to have the conversation, understand why they are acting like that, understand how they are feeling, and the way you're having those conversations again differ based on the children that you have in front of you. That's why I think it's really also important as a parent to have date night, date with every of your children, single date. Like when I came back from Cameroon, I took Gabrielle for a date. And then Danielle, we have our date planned for December. I try to do that twice in a year. I'll go on a date with Gabrielle, just her and me, twice in a year, and I will go on a date with Danielle, just her and me, twice in a year. It's a way for us to bond, to talk, and to share things. So this is the end. What do you think I should do? Should I buy Danielle an iPhone or not? Answer me the question down below. And what are your different tips and tricks as parents, how to raise children, how to do a better job? Because at the end of the day, I believe our kids are our worth. Like the most important thing for me when I grow old is to see my kids happy and doing well in life. So what are the different tips and tricks that you can give us as parents to do better in parenting? Share in the comment section below. So this is the end of the video, and now that I'm finishing the video, that's when the sun decided to come out. Like, why now? This video was not planned. Again, I don't have the micro. I didn't put the micro on, but I tried to speak as loud as I could. I hope you could hear me properly. I'll see you guys. Bye bye. Thank you for being there. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.